How many of you sang this song in church or at youth group years ago? It comes to us from Psalm 118, verse 24. This is the day that the Lord has made, that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it, and be glad in it. This is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. This is the day that the Lord has made. Sound familiar? I hope so. I know a lot of us sang that when we were kids in youth group, sang it in our churches. Author Deborah Smith Pegues, in her book, 30 Days to Taming Your Stress, writes, one of the strategies I employ is to block enough time so that I'm not thinking of what I have to do next. I find it best to wait until I can invest more than a few minutes in being with someone so that the person is not frustrated with my divided attention and tight schedule. If you keep robbing your loved ones of time, there may come a day when they have no time for you. So ask yourself, is this person worth more to me than the plan, project, or pressure that I'm dealing with? Learn to enjoy the moment and focus on the person that you're with. Ask open-ended questions that encourage them to answer with more than just a simple yes or no. Listen carefully and ask additional questions. This helps people feel that you are engaging with them and caring about their replies. Yes, your thoughts may flit into the future for a few seconds, but instantly push them back into the present by rejecting those concerns. You can attend to them later. Concentrate, concentrate, concentrate. There is great pleasure in doing this after you get used to it. The great poet Henry David Thoreau wrote in his book Walden, or Life in the Woods, I went to the woods because I wished to live deliberately, to front only the essential facts of life, and see if I could not learn what it had to teach, and not, when I came to die, discover that I had not lived. I did not wish to live what was not life. Living is so dear. Nor did I wish to practice resignation, unless it was quite necessary. I wanted to live deep and suck out all the marrow of life, to live so sturdily and Spartan-like as to put to rout all that was not life, to cut a broad swath and shave close, to drive life into a corner and reduce it to its lowest terms. And, if it proved to be mean, why then to get the whole and genuine meanness of it and publish its meanness to the world? Or if it were sublime, to know it by experience and be able to give a true account of it in my next excursion. If you want to live deliberately and not die discovering that you have not lived at all, heed these words of King Solomon that come to us from Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verses 12 and 13. I know that there is nothing better for people than to be happy and to do good while they live, that each of them may eat and drink and find satisfaction in all their toil. This is the gift of God. If you have to do with less in order to enjoy the people that you love more, do it. You will never regret it. Be present in the moment. And that's the word for you today. I hope you will join us this Sunday at 9 or 11 a.m. for worship at the Village Church. And remember, if you can't be there in person, you can always join us online on our Facebook page or our YouTube channel at the Village Church at World Golf Village. And have you seen the post from Man Up God's Way about church attendance that has been making the rounds on social media? It has a picture of Jesus sitting alone at the Last Supper. And it says this, What would it look like if the disciples valued worship and community like many believers do their church gatherings? Peter, my mother-in-law came in for the weekend. Andrew, I was up kind of late last night. James, the son of Zebedee, I really needed some me time. John, I was there last week. Besides, I'm not really being fed. Philip, finally had a sunny day to hit the lake. Bartholomew, I had brunch scheduled with my Uncle Zed. Thomas, I doubt it would have been any good today. Matthew, I had to get my taxes done. James, the son of Alphaeus, my dad, Alphaeus, wanted to fish today. Thaddeus, the kids needed a rest day. Simon, I didn't hear my alarm because I didn't set it, because I don't have one. Judas, getting tired of hearing the same old message. Going to church is not about checking a religious box off of your make God happy list. It's about being invested in the lives of others, participating in the mission of the gospel, loving and being loved. Following Jesus was never meant to be a solo experience. So pull up a seat at the table. It is a level table, and there is room for all of us. Hope to see you in church this Sunday. And remember, this is the day that the Lord has made. Rejoice and be glad in it. And be careful if you're out tonight. It's the first home football game for our Tokoi Creek Toros. The kickoff is at 7 p.m., and there will be a lot of students out tonight, both in their vehicles and also walking around the area. So please drive carefully, and have a great weekend, church.